Hello, this is Michelle Sizemore at michellesizemore.com, and that's Michelle with 1L. I'm a creative memories advisor, and today you'll learn how to make this easy 2-page scrapbook layout using our new Birthday Bonanza collection and our Fast2Fabulous paper that goes with the Birthday Bonanza collection. I'm going to set this aside and grab my Power Project folder, and in it I have loaded everything I need to show you how to do this. Inside are all the papers that I used. You can really load this with a lot of paper. It's great for holding all your collections together. On the other side, I put the stickers that I used. There's 2 vertical pockets. Here, I put some die cuts embellishments. Here, some paper scraps that are kind of smaller, and my variety mat. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is pull out the papers. I chose to use this Fast2Fabulous. I have to think about the name of that. We used to have a book called Fast Formulas, and I keep wanting to go back to that. So, Fast2Fabulous paper. I'm going to choose to put my borders at the top because I want to spell something at the top. You can flip them so that your borders are on the sides or the bottom or in the middle, whatever you like. But for this version, I'm going to put them at the top. And then these are the papers that I used to get squares out of to make my tiles. I'm going to show you how to get the square of this paper. Now, we do have a wonderful square punch, but it punches squares that are just a little bit too big for me to spell what I want to spell. So I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use the 12-inch trimmer. I'm going to open my arm. Make sure my foot is flipped out so that it's level on my desk. This is a wonderful addition to give you extra space to keep your paper lined up. So if you wanted to measure something over on this side, you could. Actually, I will. I want to measure 1.5 inches. So that's 1 inch and that's 1/2 inch. So I'm going to line it up to that mark. Make sure it's straight, following the grid line all the way down. Make sure it's straight at the top. And then just cut. And I have the straight blade in there. Then I'm going to flip it this way. I'm going to line this up. This is also a way you can line it up to get 1.5 inches. My 1.5 inch mark is here. There's the 1 inch and there's the 1/2. So I'm going to line it up there. Make sure it's lined up all the way at the top. Close it and cut. I'm just going to cut a few of these to show you how that works. And I would do this with all the colors of paper that I made squares from. I did some pink, blue, green, and yellow. So I'm just going to show you a few of those just to show you how to do it. And then I'm going to line my paper up again with my design at the top. And again, that's already pre-done for you, so you don't have to do all that work. I really like it. I think it's really cute paper and a cute combination of colors for the borders. And then I would take my black sticker letters and I would pick, there was a green one that had the letter P on it. So I'm going to pick a capital letter P. You could choose lowercase if you wanted and just put it right here in the center. And that's how I get my squares and my sticker letters. And I would just mount that down. Oops, it goes this way where I want it. So to mount that down, you just take your square and flip it over, put a little bit of repositionable tape runner at every corner. So you just put the pointy part down and pull towards you a little bit. You don't need much. I'm just going to put a little bit at every corner and a dab in the center. And then you would mount that where it goes. Now, just a little trick. I wouldn't call it a trick, but just this is what I choose to do. As you can see, this birthday takes up almost the whole top. So I want to make sure that I have plenty of room to put all those squares. So I start in the middle and start just positioning them like I like them. I don't tape it yet. I just get them in position. And I kind of like stagger them a little bit to make it more fun. And then once I get it laid out, I just flip each one over, put my tape runner on and stick it back down and do one at a time the way I had laid it out. And that way I make sure it all fits. And then I work my way backwards here just to make sure I keep everything centered, and I like to have a little bit of space, of course, between the words. So I start with my Y and work my way back, and then mount those down with the repositionable tape runner. And then when I have space left at the end, sometimes I just put some die cuts. These are embellishments that come with the collection. I added a couple of embellishments. And just to give you an idea, this is how I store my embellishments when I'm working. This is kind of what they look like. I've already used the ones that are there, so I can't like show you those again, but you get the idea. They're nice and thick, kind of like cardstock feeling, so they're really good quality. And so I would just flip the cake over and put my repositionable tape runner like here, little dabs around, and the cupcake. And then these little extra accents are these epoxy stickers that come with the embellishment pack. And I just added a few to give it a little burst of color. And then down here, I just used this. This comes from the Variety Matte Pack. And it has faint little lines on it. So I would just do all my journaling and then put a little bit of repositionable tape runner on the back at the corners and stick it down. And then my page is done. Super fast, super easy. I love those quick pages that are pre-designed for us with the Fast to Fabulous paper pack. Thank you so much for watching.